Greetings. I am speaking to you from the forests of New Jersey, and today we're going to talk about how to invest in precious metals such as gold, silver, platinum, and the other platinum group metals like palladium and rhodium. A lot of you have been asking me this in previous videos, and I think there's been quite a lot of interest in precious metal investing given the situation right now with the economy, with lots of inflation and also with stock prices being very high and people looking for other options when it comes to investing. So I think this is a very important topic, and it's important for us to spread the message. So if you like my videos, if you watch my videos before, or you think this is an important topic to share, then like the video, comment your thoughts if you have any thoughts on this topic at all, and subscribe, because all of these actions, this engagement helps me with the YouTube algorithm, and that allows the video to reach more people, and we can help more people when it comes to finances and managing their wealth and being successful financially and in business and in life. So please like, comment, and subscribe. But now let's move on to the topic of today. So first, I think it's important for us to define what are precious metals. Precious metals are basically metals that are naturally occurring, that are rare, and that are economically valuable. So for example, I mentioned before, but gold, silver are the most common ones, but also platinum is becoming more popular, and the other platinum group metals as well, but they're more rare and not as well known. So those are what precious metals are, and they are a good store of wealth for you. That's why they are good investments. People like to convert their wealth in the form of cash into the form of things like precious metals, especially in times of economic uncertainty and when their currencies are undergoing high inflation, like what's happening right now. And they also have a lot of economic value besides that, because all of these metals are in high demand when it comes to things like jewelry, industrial purposes, and other commercial demand. So these metals can be used as stores of value, investments, and they're backed up by real demand. People actually want to buy these things and spend a lot of money on them because they're very beautiful as well, and that's why they're so popular with jewelry. And there's also a lot of commercial and industrial demand, like I said. But anyway, let's talk about how we can actually invest in these precious metals. And there are two different paths to investing in precious metals. The first one is direct investment, buying the actual metals themselves and owning the actual metals themselves. So I will first talk about how I do it, what I use to invest in precious metals, and then I will talk about other options that may be of interest to you. So what I use the Royal Mint, which is the official mint of the United Kingdom. And you don't have to be from the United Kingdom to use the Royal Mint to invest in precious metals. I am not, in fact, from the United Kingdom, and I don't even live in the United Kingdom. But what I like about the Royal Mint is that it is, first of all, very trustworthy. It's the official mint of the United Kingdom, so it's backed by the United Kingdom itself, backed by the government, backed by the laws. It's bound by the laws. It's not really a for-profit company. It's a public institution, if you think about it, and it has a duty to be trustworthy and to uphold the reputation of the United Kingdom. So first of all, it's extremely trustworthy, but it also has a very comprehensive service. You can go on the website and you can buy gold, you can buy silver, and you can buy platinum. You can buy a large selection of different gold bars and silver bars and platinum bars, and you can buy a large selection of coins of these precious metals. When buying precious metals directly, I would suggest you avoid coins and elaborate jewelry and try to buy the bars themselves. And this is because the bars themselves are often made out of higher purity forms of these metals. So basically, bullion is the name for the high purity forms of these metals. And yes, there are many bullion coins as well, and a lot of jewelry is also very high purity. But the thing is, with coins and jewelry, they are made in a specific way that adds even more value to them. So when you buy, let's say, collectible coins or collectible jewelry, you will probably be charged a higher price than the value of the precious metal inside them itself. Whereas when you buy bullion bars, you mostly just pay for the price of the precious metal themselves. It's closer to the actual price of the metal. You're just buying the value of the metal. So that is my suggestion. Try to buy, whatever you do with precious metal investing, try to buy as close to the value of the precious metal inside of the physical product you're buying. And usually the bullion bars are the closest in value to the value of the precious metal inside. Unless you're, of course, looking for nice jewelry or nice coins to collect, then go ahead and buy those. But generally speaking, if you are looking for just investing in the precious metal themselves and just paying the price for the precious metal, then look for bullion bars. That is my suggestion. But on Royal Mint, you can buy these bullion bars, and you can buy also bullion coins as well that are very high purity, and they can ship it to you directly. Of course, it's cheaper to have it shipped to you in the United Kingdom, but they also ship internationally. What I like about the Royal Mint is that it has a service called the Vault. The Vault is a storage service that allows them to store the metals you buy for you. It's kind of like a bank for metals. And when you think about precious metal investing, there are really two options when you're really buying the physical metals themselves. You can either store it yourself, which is nice if you have the ability to do so and the ability to protect your storage. But some people have safety concerns. Some people don't really have the space to store it. So the other option is to get a third-party vault or depository to store it for you. And you want someone very trusted, like the Royal Mint, because they are the official mint of the UK. So the vault service allows them to store the metals you buy for you in a very secure vault in the UK. And you don't have to have it shipped to you if you don't want to store it yourself. They'll store it for you. And it's also fully allocated, which means that they will actually store the metals you have in a specific case for you, in a specific storage vault for you, instead of just saying, oh, you own this amount of metal, but not having it fully backed. They will have a specific vault for you, and the exact bars and coins you own will be in your vault, which is something that is very important when you're looking for vaults and depositories. Make sure they're fully allocated, which is also called fully segregated. In the US, it's mostly called fully segregated, which means that they will separate your metals from everyone else and actually store it in your own vault physically. And that will make sure that your investment is actually physically backed by the metals themselves, and instead of having it mixed up with other people's metals. And often when you're looking at banks, when they do it, they often mix it up and use it for other purposes. So when you want to redeem it, you can't redeem it because of that, because they might not have it at the moment. But when you are having it stored fully allocated or fully segregated, you'll make sure that these metals that you own are segregated from everything else and is in your own vault. If you do decide to store your precious metals at the vault, at the Royal Mint, then you'll be charged a flat rate of 1% for most bars and coins. However, if you want to store your single coins or smaller bars, then you'll be charged a rate of 2%. So it's not too expensive to store your precious metals at the vault, and I think it's a good option, especially if you don't want to store the metals yourself, if you think it's safer to store it at the Royal Mint, at the vault. Another thing I really like about the Royal Mint is that they not only make it easy for you to buy metals from them, they also make it easy for you to sell metals to them. They offer you high liquidity, and that works both for the metals you store at their vault and the metals you have yourself, the metals you store elsewhere. So if you have metals at the vault at the Royal Mint, then it's pretty easy for you to just sell to them. You just go online and sell it to them. They'll offer you competitive prices. They'll offer you 98% of the gold price, of the current spot price for gold when they're purchasing gold from you, and they'll also offer 98% for the platinum that they want to purchase from you. But for the silver, they'll offer 96% of the current spot price for silver, for the silver they want to purchase for you. And those, I think, are pretty reasonable offers, especially if you compare to other dealers. And that's for the precious metals you want to sell to them through the vault, through the, if you have the metals in the vault and you want to sell to them, I mean. Now, if you have metals stored elsewhere and you want to sell to them, then it's also pretty straightforward. You just contact them and they'll give you a quote for how much they'll pay. If you're satisfied for that price, then you mail it to them and then they'll pay you. Pretty simple. They won't offer you as good of a price as they would if you had it stored in the vault, but they still offer pretty reasonable prices. I think for the gold you want to sell, they'll offer you 96% of the current spot price for gold, and for platinum and silver, they'll offer 90%. So it's pretty good to do business with the Royal Mint. It's easy to buy, easy to sell. Another thing I really like about the Royal Mint, and yes, there are quite a few things I really like about them, is that they have a digigold option, or a digital gold option, and they also have digital silver and digital platinum. So this digital gold, silver, and platinum, they are basically fractional quantities of the gold, silver, and platinum. When it comes to buying gold, silver, and platinum, or precious metals directly, when you're buying them physically, they're worth a lot. Gold bars or even gold coins can cost hundreds of dollars, if not thousands of dollars. Some people don't want to spend that much on investing in precious metals. They might want to spend maybe $50 or $100, maybe not $1,000. And They rather spend less, basically. So what digigold or digital silver or digital platinum is basically a program at the Royal Mint that allows you to buy and sell fractional quantities of these precious metals. You still own it. They can't deliver it to you because you don't really own the entire bar or gold, so they're not going to melt it down for you and send it to you, but you legally own it. It's in your legal possession. They just store it for you. And they charge, I think, 0.5% management fee. And when you're selling it to them, they'll offer you 99% of the current price of the metal that you're trying to sell, current spot price of the metal that you're trying to sell. So that is another thing I really like about the Royal Mint. They also have this Invest Academy that teaches you how to invest in precious metals and teaches you about precious metal investing in general. And I find that very useful, especially for beginners. So the Royal Mint is what I use to invest in precious metals, is what I personally recommend to you because I use it myself and I think it's a great option. It's international as well. You don't have to be from the UK. Obviously you'll have lower delivery fees if you are from the UK, but if you're looking to store at the vault, then it doesn't matter. So what are the other options when it comes to investing in precious metals? Well, besides the Royal Mint, there are other online dealers. So I know you're probably thinking, what about the US Mint? What about other government mints? Many government mints don't sell to the public directly. The US Mint, for example, does not sell to the public directly. They sell to qualified purchasers, specific purchasers, and you can look at them and maybe try to buy from them. But let's look at the online dealers that allow you to buy and sell precious metals. So I picked 4 to share with you, and all 4 of them I think are good because they make it easy for you to both buy and sell precious metals, which is important. And they also all offer fully allocated or fully segregated storage options. So the first one that I found, and also I don't use these ones, but they're also very, very reputable, and that's why I picked them to share with you. So the first one is Money Metals Exchange. I looked at their website. I think their vibe in their website is quite salesy, which is not my thing. I prefer the less salesy websites. But yeah, they're pretty reputable. They have a reputation, a good reputation. You can buy precious metals from them, you can sell precious metals to them, and they offer a vault service called the Money Metals Depository, which is fully segregated, that allows you to store your own metals at their vault if you don't want to store it yourself. And of course, they also deliver. Another option would be APMEX, which stands for American Precious Metals Exchange. APMEX, I think their website is more professional, which I like. They offer a large variety of different precious metal products. Like I said before, you should look for the ones that are closer to the price of the actual metals themselves, because when you're looking at products like coins, you'll pay even higher than the value of the precious metal inside. But anyway, they have a wide variety of options, and they have a vault called the Citadel that, like I said, is fully allocated and a good service for you if you want to store your precious metals at their vault. Another option would be JM Bullion. JM Bullion also offers a variety of precious metals products, whether it's bars or coins or whatever. And you can also, in addition to having it delivered to you directly, or if you want to sell to them by delivery, they also offer a vault service. They partner with TDS vaults. I think that stands for Transcontinental Depository Service. And that is a service that stores your precious metals for you and allows you to sell to them as well. And yeah, it's fully segregated. So another online dealer that is highly reputable is SD Bullion. So SD Bullion is the dealer with the low price reputation. If you're looking for bargains, if you're looking for low prices for the precious metals you buy, SD Bullion is a very good option. It doesn't really mark up the prices significantly for things like coins and stuff, and their storage option, the ST Depository, is also very low cost. I think it's the lowest cost of all the online dealers I looked at. And like I said, I'm only going to share with you the ones that offer fully allocated or fully segregated storage, because that's what you should be looking for. You want your precious metals that you own to actually be in your own vault. One thing about JM Bullion I have to add is that they don't sell outside the United States. They only sell in the United States. So if you're not from the United States, then JM Bullion isn't a viable option unless you have, I don't know, facilities in the US, offices or houses that you can have precious metals delivered to you. Besides buying and selling from online dealers, you can also buy and sell through local dealers, jewelry stores, pawn shops, and the advantage for this is that you'll be able to avoid shipping costs, and yeah, you'll be able to avoid shipping costs. And another way to invest in precious metals directly is through banks. Some banks offer precious metals that you can buy from them, and you can also sell precious metals to them. You can trade precious metals. They sort of work like online dealers. You can have the precious metals delivered to you directly or to your local branch where you can pick it up, or you can have it stored at your bank, which is pretty secure. If you want to have it stored at your bank, then how it works is that you purchase certificates of gold or silver or platinum, and these certificates are basically notes that say that you own a certain amount of these precious metals. So the difference between the banks and the online dealers I mentioned is that most of these banks don't offer fully allocated storage. The certificates just say you own a certain amount of these precious metals, but they can, when they actually store these precious metals, they often mix it up with other people's precious metals, their own precious metals, and they can do other things with it. They can trade it, they can sell it, they can deliver it to other people, and when you want to redeem your precious metals and have it delivered to you, if you want to exchange the certificates for the precious metals yourself, sometimes they don't have enough and they won't have the precious metals at hand to give you. It's kind of like the old gold standard, basically. So yeah, those are the options when it comes to investing in precious metals directly, and I do recommend the direct investment option. Is just more straightforward, it's more simple, and right now with inflation, it's a good way to convert your wealth from depreciating currencies that are being devalued by inflation into a different form of wealth, into precious metals that can maintain their value through inflation. Now, let's talk about how to invest in precious metals indirectly, which is the other path to investing in precious metals. And by indirect, that means investing via financial products. The first way to invest in precious metals indirectly is by investing in commodity futures and options. Specifically, precious metal commodities, futures, and options. So there's a difference between futures and options. Futures basically are contracts that say you have to buy or sell a certain commodity at a specific price at a specific date in the future. And options are contracts that say you have the option to purchase or sell a commodity at a specific price at a specific date in the future. And the difference between a future and an option is that futures are contracts that make you or give you the obligation to act. You actually have to purchase it or sell it at a specific price at a specific date if you're holding that contract until expiration. Whereas options give you the option to do it. You don't have to do it, but you can do it. So these are contracts that allow you to bet on the price movement of precious metals, of gold, of silver, of platinum, of palladium, rhodium, etc. Another way to invest in precious metals indirectly is by investing in commodity ETFs. Commodity ETFs are ETFs that own specific commodities like gold, silver, platinum, precious metals, basically, because that's the topic of today's video. And I think most of you know what ETFs are if you're more of a beginner. ETFs are a basket of securities that track a certain index, certain commodity, certain industry, whatever. It tracks certain things. It's basically a basket of securities, whether it's stocks or commodities. And when you're buying an ETF, you're buying a share of that basket of securities. Now, another option would be investing in stock ETFs of relevant companies that are involved with the precious metals industry, which brings us to investing in stocks of companies that are involved with the precious metals industry. So mining companies and jewelry companies, they tend to do well when the prices of precious metals also do well, because they can sell their stuff, sell their precious metals for a higher price. You can also invest in manufacturing companies, and they'll benefit if they're using these precious metals. They'll benefit from the lower cost of the metals they're using. So there's different strategies to invest in stocks of companies involved with the precious metals industry. So those are the ways to invest in precious metals, whether directly or indirectly. Thank you for watching. I hope this video was helpful, and if you did find it helpful, make sure to give it a like and comment your thoughts. Comment on what you want me to discuss next, because I'm here to help you guys succeed in business, in your finances, and in life in general. Make sure to subscribe for more helpful content and to turn on the bell notifications. And all of this helps me and helps the video with the algorithm, so we can spread the message and help more people learn about how to be more successful when it comes to business, finances, and life. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video.